Why was he born? The secret behind the Lord of Sabarimala. How did a powerful boon create a challenge that even the greatest forces of the universe could not overcome? Why did the divine plan require a child born through the sacred connection of Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu? Why did this divine child leave behind the life of a prince and choose the path of a Mahayogi at Sabarimala? And what hidden wisdom is revealed through the 41-day Vratham, the sacred 18 steps, and the eternal message of Tat Tvam Asi? Radhe Radhe, I am Raj. Today, let us enter the divine journey of Lord Ayyappa, Hariharaputra, the child of Hari and Hara. A journey that begins with a cosmic imbalance unfolds through the beautiful earthly Leela of Prince Manikandan, and finally reveals a spiritual path that continues to transform millions of seekers. Before Lord Ayyappa was worshipped on the sacred hills of Sabarimala, a great imbalance had spread. Before Lord Ayyappa was worshipped on the sacred hills of Sabarimala, a great imbalance had spread through creation. According to sacred traditions, Mahishi, the sister of Mahishasur, carried the desire to avenge the defeat of her brother. Through intense penance, she received a powerful boon from Lord Brahma. This boon gave her extraordinary protection. She believed that no ordinary power could defeat her, but hidden within this boon was a condition that made her almost impossible to overcome. Only a child born through the divine connection of Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu could defeat her. To Mahishi, this appeared impossible. How could the energies of Hari and Hara unite in such a way? Because of this protection, her power continued to grow, disturbing the balance of the worlds. The Devas realized that this was not a battle that could be won, disturbing the balance of the worlds. The Devas realized that this was not a battle that could be won through ordinary strength. The universe required a unique divine manifestation, a child who carried within himself the harmony of two supreme divine principles. Lord Shiva represents the depth of consciousness, the eternal stillness beyond change. And Lord Vishnu represents the force that protects the Dharma and maintains harmony in creation. According to the revered traditions of Hariharaputra, when Lord Vishnu took the divine form of Mohini, a unique divine event unfolded through which the child of Hari and Hara manifested. This child was Lord Ayyappa. He was not born only to defeat a powerful enemy. His very existence represented a deeper truth. That divine strength becomes complete when wisdom and action, stillness and protection, compassion and courage come together. The world received Hariharaputra, the one who carried the essence of both Hari and Hara. Although his origin was beyond ordinary, the one who carried the essence of both Hari and Hara. Although his origin was beyond ordinary understanding, his earthly journey began with a moment of love. According to the sacred Sabarimala tradition, King Rajshekhar of the Pandalam kingdom discovered a divine infant near the banks of the Pampa river. The king and queen had long prayed for a child. When the king saw this mysterious infant, he felt that this was not an ordinary child. Around the child's neck was a small golden bell. Because of the sacred bell, a small golden bell. Because of the sacred bell, the child was named Manikandan. The king brought him to the palace and raised him with immense love. The young prince grew with extraordinary wisdom, compassion, and strength. Those around him saw a child unlike any other. He was gentle, he was intelligent, he was powerful. Yet beyond the smile of this young prince was a divine purpose waiting to unfold. But every divine journey reaches a moment when the hidden truth must reveal itself. According to the traditional accounts of Lord Ayyappa's earthly Leela, a difficult situation arose in the Pandalam palace. Through jealousy and a hidden conspiracy, an impossible task was placed before young Manikandan. He was asked to bring the milk of a tigress. The intention was to send the young prince into the dangerous forest, believing that he would never return. But Manikandan accepted this challenge with complete peace. He entered the deep forest alone. He did not walk with fear. He walked with the certainty of one who knew his purpose. And then came the moment that changed everything. When Manikandan returned, the entire kingdom witnessed a sight beyond imagination. He was not carrying ordinary proof of success. The young prince was returning riding upon a powerful tiger, with other tigers following behind him. In that single moment, the veil of humanity slipped away. The gentle prince whom the kingdom had loved revealed the divine power that had been hidden within him all along. The world understood that Manikandan was not an ordinary child. He was the divine protector who had The world understood that Manikandan was not an ordinary child. He was the divine protector who had descended for a sacred purpose. After revealing his divine nature, the time had come for Manikandan to complete the purpose for which he had manifested. The cosmic promise made long ago had reached its final moment. Mahishi, whose boon had created fear across the worlds, stood before the divine child, who carried the combined grace of Hari and Hara. This was not merely a battle between two powerful beings, it was the completion of a divine purpose. The strength of Manikandan was not only the strength of a warrior, it was the harmony of divine wisdom, courage, and compassion. Through his victory over Mahishi, balance was restored. The one who had created fear across the worlds was defeated, and her soul received liberation. The mission of Hariharaputra was and her soul received liberation. The mission of Hariharaputra was fulfilled, but the greatness of Lord Ayyappa's earthly journey was not only shown through victory. It was revered through his compassion and the message of harmony he left behind. According to the revered Sabarimala tradition, during his earthly Leela, Lord Ayyappa formed a sacred friendship with Vavar Swami, a Sufi warrior. Their journey is remembered as a powerful symbol of respect, devotion, and recognition of the divine beyond external differences. Vavar, who once stood on a different path, recognized the divine light within Manikandan. Their friendship became an eternal part of the Sabarimala tradition. Even today, many devotees honor Vavar Swami as part of their sacred pilgrimage journey. Devotees honor Vavar Swami as part of their sacred pilgrimage journey. This beautiful tradition carries a timeless message. When the heart recognizes the divine, the boundaries created by human beings become smaller. True devotion brings hearts together. After completing his divine purpose on earth, Lord Ayyappa did not return to a life of royal comfort. The prince, who could have ruled a kingdom, chose a higher path. He chose the silence of meditation. He chose the path of a Mahayogi. According to the sacred Sabarimala tradition, Lord Ayyappa entered eternal meditation at the holy hills of Sabarimala, becoming a guide for all seekers who wish to transform themselves from within. The journey to Lord Ayyappa does not begin only when a devotee reaches the mountain. It begins much earlier, within the mind and heart. Before undertaking the pilgrimage, devotees observe the sacred 41-day Vratham. This period is not only a physical discipline, it is a journey of inner Vratham. This period is not only a physical discipline, it is a journey of inner purification. Through self control, simplicity, prayer, devotion, and detachment from unnecessary desires, the devotee prepares the body and mind for a deeper spiritual experience. The purpose is not only to change one's daily habits, it is to transform one's consciousness, to move from distraction toward focus, from attachment toward surrender, from the outer world toward the divine presence within. At the end of the sacred journey stand the famous 18 steps of Sabarimala. These steps are not viewed merely as steps of stone. Devotees understand them as a symbolic map of the seeker's inner evolution. The first five steps represent the five indriyas, the five senses, through which we experience the world. A seeker must learn to guide these senses instead of becoming controlled by them. The next eight steps represent the ashtaragas, the inner attachments and weaknesses that create obstacles on the spiritual path. These include desires, anger, pride, and weaknesses that create obstacles on the spiritual path. These include desires, anger, pride, greed, jealousy, and other forms of inner disturbance that keep the mind bound. The next three steps represent the three guns: sattva, rajas, and tamas. Every human being experiences these qualities of nature. The seeker learns to understand them, balance them, and rise beyond their control. The final two steps represent vidya and avidya, knowledge and ignorance. Even knowledge itself becomes a limitation if it creates separation from the ultimate truth. The seeker must move beyond both ignorance and limited understanding to experience complete realization. After crossing these 18 symbolic steps, the devotee stands before Lord Ayyappa, and there shines the profound message of Advaita, Tat Tvam Asi, that thou art. You are not separate from the divine truth you are seeking. The journey was never only about reaching a sacred place outside. It was about discovering the sacred presence within. The discipline of the 41-day Vratham, the climb of the 18 steps, and the devotion